Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I recently just purchased this Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. I believe it to be the highest mileage Gallardo Superleggera in the world. And there was a little bit of drama behind this car when purchasing it. It turns out that a gentleman named Dan at Normal Supercar Guy tried to purchase this car at the same time as me. And there's a little bit of drama behind it with the dealer and myself. And so we're gonna go for a drive with my co-pilot wife, and we're gonna go over our purchasing experience, what we expected from the dealership, and then we're gonna talk about protecting yourself when making a purchase such as this on your first supercar or second supercar, third supercar. So let's go for a drive and go for a drive in the canyons. We're gonna have a good time, and let's get into it. I'll show you from my experience. So here we are in the Superleggera. I figured it would be a good idea to go on a drive with you to talk about this because, for one, it's really fun, and two, it's just breaks things up instead of just watching me talk in the garage. So I think the first thing I want to point out is I really wasn't expecting to buy this viral supercar. I honestly was just trying to buy a high mileage Superleggera that I could enjoy and just drive and just have a good time with. And I really wasn't expecting any sort of drama when making this purchase. And I think that's one thing I kind of want to point out is I really didn't want this. And I didn't know that there was so much drama behind this car, especially with the dealer when I was going to go purchase this car. So I came across this car on eBay, and I decided to just purchase it with you. Yeah. And I didn't know about any of the drama. I had the car fully paid for, and we were actually on our way down to Florida to go pick it up on the 30th, and we were going to pick it up on the 31st. And I saw the video from Normal Guy Supercar, and it kind of struck us because it was our specific car.
Yeah, I was like, I think this is our car.
Yeah, so as you can imagine, it's kind of freaky to kind of be like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, bait and switch, all this fun stuff. So you can imagine, like, you give these guys like a lot of money, and all this drama comes out of it. So, I mean, like, the thing about these car dealerships is, like,
you know that they're kind of skeezy.
They are kind of skeezy, right? Like, you go into any used car dealership, and we kind of expected to never get the car. We expected that we were going to get screwed over, and we weren't going to get the car, and our mindset was,
it's a 50-50.
It's a 50-50. If the car's in our garage, then the car is ours. But if it's not in our garage, then it's not ours. So that's kind of what we went into knowing it, and we just wanted to talk about it. Like, so we got our car, we got the Superleggera, and Dan, right? Dan from Normal Supercar Guy didn't get it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
which stinks.
And then we saw his video.
Yeah.
We reached out to him.
I'm gonna get on the gas just a little bit for all. I have to accelerate to the speed limit. Holy shit. That's just insane.
Yeah, it's a little fun.
Yeah. So I saw the video, and I immediately reached out to Dan. And he was just totally blown away. He's like, you bought the car on the 20th, and they said it was still available. Like, to me, that kind of struck me as odd, right? Like I had the car, it was
like 10 days.
It's 10 days. It was in my hands, or like, the car was technically mine. I had the contract saying it was paid in full. I didn't owe them any money, and they were still saying the car was available.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of weird. So.
And it was wrong for them to have you both pay the deposit.
So, like, without me even knowing, I paid the deposit, and so did Dan. But I think what happened is, in the end, like, whatever money got into their bank first, got to get the car, gets the car. And unfortunately, that's how they kind of work, and that's how their mindset is. I mean, what's your thoughts on that, sweetie? Like, what?
I mean, like, I thought they were dishonest for having you guys both pay the deposit and not telling either one of you that each other was, like, both looking at it. Like, they just told us that there was another guy looking at it.
Yeah.
And gonna come look at it on, like, the 24th. So, I mean, it was just kind of dishonest.
Yeah, they said, like, on the 12th or something. They're like, oh, some guy's coming in on the 24th to, like, look at the car. I'm like, okay, well, screw that guy. I'm going to buy it before him. You know, nobody said that it was a deposit or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I liquidated the money and we just bought it. When we first talked to the sales team at Carrio, the first question I was like, hey, I'm looking for the Superleggera. And they're like, oh, do you mean the orange one or the green one? And I'm like, that's interesting. I didn't see a green one. Oh, it's actually really rocky today. No, I'm gonna get rock chips on my car. And I was looking at the orange one, and then they said there was a green one. I looked in their website and I immediately knew that the green Gallardo wasn't a Superleggera. I think any Superleggera fanatic like I am, I've been looking at these cars for years, will know immediately it wasn't a Superleggera. I had one look at the interior and no Superleggeras came with leather interior. I mean, even on the outside, they had a second-gen Superleggera badge, which, you know, makes sense. Like, maybe they put it on the car. Wasn't a Superleggera. I just thought, it's not a bait and switch. It's just the guy's inexperienced. They don't know what a Superleggera is. I mean, even when I was at the dealership, they called it a Gallardo. Like, are you looking at the Gallardo? Like, what? No, it's Gallardo. Yeah. So it's just inexperience. You know, that's all it really comes down to when it comes to, like, the whole, oh, well, you can't have the orange one, but we have the green Superleggera. I think that's what that whole perception was just inexperience.
Yeah, I honestly think that they just didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I guess when we got there, like, you can talk about that a little bit, of, like,
yeah.
we honestly expected it to be worse.
Yeah.
Everything's wrong, but
I expected, you know, I'm buying the highest mileage Superleggera in the world, right? I expected there'd be some problems with the car, right? I know I bought the car as is, right? We went in knowing that it's a used car dealership and they're gonna say, the car's broken, it's your fault, right? Doesn't matter, it's not my problem. But, okay, so I got to the dealership and the car wouldn't start, right? Dead battery. I would have said, okay, give me a jump and I'm gonna drive to O'Reilly's, leave the car running, make sure they have the battery, and then I can throw the battery in the parking lot. Like, that was my mindset, right? But, you know, maybe they're being nice because of the whole Normal Supercar guy fiasco, but they gave me a battery and then installed it for me.
yeah.
And the guy was very nice. Everyone at the dealership was very nice to me. And then when the car started, it misfired.
Yeah.
So they went out and got me 4 coil packs, which is honestly pretty cool.
Yeah, and they offered to put it in, but we
Yeah.
just didn't want to wait the time.
Yeah, I said, let's just drive it with the misfires. It's kind of extensive to put coil packs in this car, especially on one of the banks. And we drove it home with misfires. I'll talk about that more later. The car is fine. I went in knowing that it's gonna misfire. You're probably like, what? You drove it 1,000 miles with it misfiring? Like, you're crazy. But
They are crazy.
well, yeah, a little bit. But I can explain to you my mindset behind that, and we can go into depth about that if you have questions about it. But one thing that really struck me was I was thinking, we were driving home, and I was thinking, you know, I don't know why it's such a big deal. Like, these Carrio Motor Car guys aren't that bad. They're skeezy, but they're a used car.
Dishonest, but, like, it's expected.
It's expected, right? I leave, I say, is there any documentation you want me to sign at all, whatsoever? What do you want me to sign? And they say nothing, right? I'm like, okay, cool, see ya. So I do that, and then I get a call from them. I'm driving it up from Florida, and they say, hey, there's a document you need to sign. I say, what is it? Oh, I don't know, we gotta look at it, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I look it up in the hotel, and they send me something saying that because they gave me the coil packs and the battery, I have to sign this document saying that if I leave a bad review on their website or anything like that, that they can sue me for $25,000. And I'm thinking like, you gotta buy me off for a little bit more.
But the real kicker is how much they offered.
They offered me $250. I'm like, you gotta buy me off for more than like the gas I spent to like drive the car home, okay? Like, come on. I just bought a $100,000 car. Do you think I really care about $250? Oh, sketchy. Surprisingly, the ground clearance on this car is really good.
Yeah, especially because you're gonna leave a good review anyways.
I honestly,
like a decent review.
I was gonna leave a decent review. I was gonna leave a review that said like, it's a sketchy used car dealership. Watch yourself, but they were nice. That was gonna be my review, and it was. I left a review, but I sure as heck wasn't gonna sign whatever they wanted me to sign. Let's put it that way. And I think anyone can agree with me on that one.
I just think that they should have bought both of us off, you know?
Yeah, yeah, like they could have bought me off, but that doesn't, if they bought me off, that means that they didn't, you know, my co-pilot here could have left a bad review, right? They couldn't sue her. Because she was there, she can leave her independent review. So, you know, if they bought me off for maybe 10G each,
yeah, we would have been fine.
that would have been cool, right?
We still wouldn't have taken it, but it's funny.
Oh, geez, our camera's all over the place.
Oh, man. This one's not good, man.
This is a new camera mount. It's like terrible.
But we're doing our best.
Oh, they're gonna... We're gonna have to crop that part out. This is such a good road, but there's a pickup truck in front of me. He's actually going pretty fast, not gonna lie. He's going pretty good.
He's hauling ass.
He's hauling ass. He's probably like, damn, there's a Lambo behind me. I gotta speed it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
This freaking camera mount. Okay.
Well, like there's a douchebag in the Lambo.
There's some cologne dipped douchebag
but
behind
like in
me.
reality, we're just like two goofballs.
Yeah.
Cologne dipped douchebag.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the cologne bath didn't come with the car, but I'm calling Lamborghini and talking to him about it. Are there any points that I missed?
NDA. You could have bought some cologne with it.
Anything I missed?
Just the advice.
See, right.
Like, if you have any advice for like buying a Lamborghini or another exotic car from a used car dealership, like what should people expect? You know?
Yeah. Well, my advice: go in expecting that you're not going to get the car.
Yeah.
Right? Unless the car is in your garage, in your hands, and you have the key in your hand.
Even if you submit a deposit.
Even if you submit a deposit,
they're sketchy.
They're gonna go for whoever gives you the money first, and the most money.
In our
right?
case, I guess they'll still say it's available.
Yeah, the car. I'm driving the car right now, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's still available. Yeah." Right?
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna do that, unfortunately. Right? Read everything they send you. Everything. Every single little line, right? Become a lawyer. If you don't understand it, talk to somebody that does, right? Protect yourself. Even if you have a contract with them, they're gonna breach the contract because they're gonna like make you sign an arbitration clause that's gonna put all the power in their favor, right? They know you're not gonna sue. It doesn't matter, you know. They'll just give you your money back and be like, oh, cool, this other guy gave me an extra $1,000, right? That's my take on it. To answer any questions, this is not a bait and switch car. This is an actual Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. The VIN has been checked. Everything's legit on the car. There's no weird VIN swap, mileage swap, anything like that. So I honestly really can't complain about Carrio. If I didn't know about all this weirdness, I honestly wouldn't have a bad impression of them. I really wouldn't have.
Yeah, I think it was just the weirdness with Dan that put a little bit of a bad taste in your mouth, and the NDA thing.
The NDA, the non-disclosure agreement, and them like talking about how the car's still available. The car's still available, but no, it wasn't available. I had the car in my, like, I already paid for the car in full for 10 days, and people are saying it's available, and I think that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, but like, you know, like, I don't know.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't. I think we were just expecting worse.
I was expecting worse.
And I think in all, like, you might even buy a car from them again. Let's be honest. Like,
Yeah.
If they had the right one that you actually wanted in the future.
Yeah, like,
we'd
you know,
consider it.
you know, I might have my eye on a Huracan for you, you know?
No, I'm thinking more of an SVJ.
You're an SVJ gal? Yeah.
If I had to choose, I think so.
What about that blue SV that they had?
Oh, that one was gorgeous.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool.
Yeah, I take that one.
Yeah.
Maybe in a couple of years.
In a couple of years? Yeah, like next year we'll go in and get an SVJ from them maybe. If it's in the right color, of course.
Yeah.
I don't want to just like get any sort of SVJ. Come on.
No.
Yeah.
You can't buy an SVJ all willy-nilly.
Yeah. So I hope you like this video. I like to clear the air. Dan is a great guy. We had a really good laugh about it on the phone. Like, let me tell you, it's just really funny. And Carrio Motor Cars, you know, they're just trying to make a buck, okay?
They're what they are.
They are what they are. They're a dealership. So I hope that clears out some confusion. If you want a follow-up video to this, maybe some questions that I didn't answer, leave them in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you think.
Clarify anything.
Yeah, clarify any questions that you may have about this car, or about the green Superleggera, quote unquote.
And why it wasn't.
And why it wasn't a Superleggera. And just hopefully this helps you, and hopefully this helps Dan with his channel, and we can move forward on this. And I'm excited to produce more content like this about the car. Maybe get a new camera mount. I might have to return this one, but
yeah, maybe a little wobbly next time.
Yeah. So thank you. I appreciate your time. So I hope this video helped clarify some things with you about my purchasing experience and this car in general. I can't say enough how nice Dan was about all of this. I feel kind of bad that I stole his car in a way, but you know, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, I'm happy that he was able to get a Superleggera as well. Very nice car, if you haven't seen it. And I was able to get my Superleggera as well. So I think we both ended up happy at the end of the day. I wanted something that's a little bit more of a project maybe, and he wanted something that was maybe a little bit better right out of the box that he could modify. I'm excited to see what he does with his car as well. If you have any questions regarding my purchasing experience or anything maybe that I glossed over, please leave them in a comment, you know, down below. I'd love to answer them for you. Or if you have any general questions about the car, I'd love to answer those as well. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope it was informative, and I hope it helped you. And I look forward to making more content like this. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to keep making videos like this and helping out as many people as possible. So I appreciate it. Until next time, thanks.